The art of the ambush. Watching from a distance, stalking after the unsuspecting prey, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When an ambush is executed properly, the fight may just be over before it has even begun. All lives must begin somewhere, though, and mine was gifted an incredibly nice start by way of her future main meal, a dead Sorado. Now, I know they're not on Carno's diet, and that's a darn shame. But with organs, everything's on my diet if I try hard enough. I've run solo on Carno many times in the past, but this time I won't be toughing it out alone. I headed to Northeast as soon as possible to meet up with Critter and someone new to you, but not to me, my husband, Phobic Giant. We had spotted a young Cerrato on the volcano, and with my stomach nearly empty, we had no choice but to hunt it down. Okay,
It's up on the top. Do you see it up there?
Big one?
Yeah, we don't want to fight the one on
rock.
the top, because he will just
Where are
send
they
us
at?
flying. They're on the mountain.
Okay.
I see the other one.
Can they outstand me?
Yes.
Okay. So in other words, I
Where's
can
the other?
I don't know, but I'm killing this one.
Oh, I
Oops,
see
just
it.
hit you.
I hear you guys fighting.
Whoa! Oh, he's flying. He's down.
He's dead.
Sweet.
Alright. With Farmer jumping on in Highlands, I went to go pick him up. He was hungry, and having heard a Dilo in the passage, we went to take a look. When it spotted us, though, the Dilo turned tail. Ah, a nervous one? One Dilo we could handle. One nervous Dilo would be easy enough. Farmer would have food, and then we could return to meet back up with the others. Except we had been played. Just as I caught up to the Dilo with my charge, I heard another running behind me. There were 3. I turned to try and get back to him, only for 2 more Dilos to appear behind me. 5. There were 5 of them. This was a trap. My charge was barely faster than them. Farmer ran up the rocks to one side, fully surrounded, seeking protection from the hallucinations, but unable to escape the real thing. 4 mobbed him, and the 5th followed me. I was going to run out of stamina. I was doomed. But then a Sorado apparently appeared. I never saw it through the darkness of the venom, but it took my pursuing Dilo by surprise. Farmer hadn't made it out, but at least I was alive. Getting back to the others was going to take longer than I hoped. After regaining my stamina and healing the small amount of damage that I'd taken in the Dilo fight, I made my way south to where Farmer had respawned. I quickly killed a ground Herrera for him. It wasn't much, but it gave him a full stomach and some diets. My own food, however, was getting quite low now too. Traveling on a low stomach is playing a dangerous game. Luckily, I spotted an adult raptor. That would do nicely. The slippery little stinker managed to lose us momentarily by breaking line of sight. But then Farmer spotted him again. Perfect. As so many Raptor players do, he headed for the waterfall center rock. Usually that would mean hunt over. But this one missed his jump, falling down the falls below. He was still fair game. There were, however, way too many Herreras. I got down the falls safely, but as I charged into the field after the Raptor, Farmer got hit by one of the tree rats. Shoot. He needed to sit immediately, or he would bleed out. I grabbed the Raptor's prints in a last-ditch effort to find him later, and then returned to stand guard over Farmer while his bleed healed. It wasn't a long time before we could start moving again, but long enough that I didn't hold out much hope for finding the Raptor. Not until I spotted his tracks. Oh, he hadn't gone far. I charged him, knocking him flat. And then he pounced me, but forgot to actually choose one attack or the other. So he did literally nothing except waste his stamina, and get Farmer to attempt to join the fight, despite my protests. The Raptor did the smart thing, crouching silently in the bush. Until I spooked him out. I finished him quickly, and thankfully Farmer spawned again in West Access. I'd stay with the body until he could return and get diets from it. While Farmer sat on the Raptor corpse and began to grow, I went looking for a bit of AI to boost my own diets a bit while I waited. There was a dot diet near the falls. Unfortunately, it was being guarded by Herreras. I took only one quick bite before Farmer informed me that there was a safer one near him instead. As I turned to head back in his direction, I spotted it. A Tenonto. I was not fully grown. Fighting a Tenonto even as a grown Carno is incredibly risky. But I wasn't sure this one was fully grown either, and I'd been itching to find one. I'd just test him. See if it would be a doable hunt. Initial testing showed him to be a bit nervous, but not immediately baitable. After dancing around a bit and biting him once after a bit of rubber banding, it was time for the most dangerous test. Whether or not I could safely charge it. That first charge sent the Tenno into a much more panicked flurry of attacks. This would have been fine if one of those attacks wasn't the Alt Claw. Anyone who has played a lot of Tenonto knows that the claw attack is incredibly deadly. Not only in dealing very fast damage, but also in stacking on a metric ton of bleed. I was too young, took too many claw attacks. I decided to walk away. And to his credit, the Tenno allowed me to do so. Had he given chase, I would have easily bled out. But instead, I was able to walk down the hill and sit to heal it off. Having had my fun, I collected Farmer, and we headed northeast again to finally rejoin the others. It had been mostly quiet, until two smaller Ceratos discovered Farmer alone.
Okay.
They're not
Cavalry's
big.
coming.
The way all three of us just turn around.
Guards
They're
the
gonna
first
run.
one.
They're gonna run the minute they see us. Oh, they're tiny.
I don't know what's what.
Farmer's the big thing.
Oh boy, they're tiny.
I'm gonna hit this other one. Look out, Farmer.
One's
Bam!
dead.
Woo! It's okay,
Oh,
you
sorry.
hit him too. It's fine.
He bit me.
Got him.
They were close to his size. Shredding them was incredibly quick and simple. With the area having become quiet overall, and knowing that South had been busy, we started trekking out of there. But then we spotted a lone raptor. And we hit him like a freight train.
Oh.
Poor guy.
The next day, Farmer and I logged in overlooking South Plains. I was desperately thirsty, and on my way toward the river, I spotted something. A Dilo. Delicious. He took to the river. This was a dangerous game, swimming across the southern river. But dinos are a myth. I followed. He made it across, then ran down a bit and began to cross back. Some kind of awkward-looking submarine appeared and might have picked me up. I guess it was concerned I was drowning or something. The mythical king of the river placed me gently back on the bank and released me. Out of stamina, mildly more injured than I previously was, but otherwise unharmed. Alright, I will take it. He went that way, we are not going that way. I don't have any stam now, but alright, bud, thanks. Water, food, healing, and travel later, we were seeking Ceratos. South, West Rail, and West Access hadn't turned up many, so we made the long journey back to Northeast, where we'd seen more Ceratos in the open plains than really anywhere else on the map recently. This turned out to be a fantastic decision. We hadn't been in the area for more than 3 minutes before we spotted the first two. One adult, one smaller. With Farmer still growing, he targeted the smaller of the two while I took aim at the adult. As I moved back to prepare a second long charge, he began to run. That wouldn't save him. I was coming in hot, when suddenly, something in the grass interrupted my charge at the last second. That didn't stop my hunt, though, only delayed the inevitable.
Do you need help?
No, I'm okay. He's only hit me twice. He's running again.
Okay. I'm almost 1200. I can't see
He's down.
anything. Beautiful.
With 2 Ceratos down, we waited through the night, hoping for more Ceratos to enter our domicile. In the blackness of the dawn, I turned to spot another one. He hadn't noticed us. It was the perfect ambush.
I can't see it.
I'm headed for it. I'm headed. BAM!
You hit him?
Oh yeah. Hit him again.
Hit him on his tail? It's white, right?
Yep. Knocked him again.
Perfect.
2 knocks and a bite.
L tip.
He's gonna die. He's fleeing.
Watch out, going in, going in. Beautiful.
Before he could land more than 1 nibble on me, he was down. Coming off of that perfect fight, things couldn't possibly get better, right? Wrong. Another Sorado yelled within our planes. It was time.
Here we come, boy.
Started running that way.
Where'd he go?
He headed toward the fence. There he is, I see him. Going into a charge. Just gotta make sure I go down this carefully.
Coming in.
Yep, coming in hot. Aha!
Coming
Bite.
in. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, shoot.
It's okay, you hit him too. Oh, I knocked you both.
Ouch. Nice.
Going
He's
for
going
another
for
knock.
water.
He's
Yep.
not fully grown.
Hit him. Beautiful.
I'm just gonna bite him at this point.
Base hit.
Come back here. No, you're not. You're not getting away, friend. Mildly less perfect, as we both managed to stun each other, but that was 4 Ceratos dropped within a very short amount of time, all with us taking minimal damage. Carno truly is the Sorado annihilator. After feeding that particular Sorado to the local submarines in thanks for the mythical experience and my spared life I'd been gifted earlier, we heard another one. Oh boy. They were by the rock. Without even getting eyes on it, I started a long charge. Why he friendly called when I was just about to hit him directly in the face, the world may never know. But I knocked him, and armor followed through with a second charge. And then he gave up. Force logged or crashed, we weren't sure. But as we weren't hungry and he could no longer fight back, we decided to spare him. We moved on back to Highlands, chasing raptors momentarily before we spotted something even more amusing. Dilos. The first one went down quickly, while the others fled. This was good. We were hungry. I do miss Dilo being line diet for Carno, though. Water was just down the hill from the highlands. We were decently thirsty, and having low water means bleeding more heavily. Dangerous on Carno. Coming down the hill and spotting the Dilo that got away, though, that was a special treat. He dropped so fast it was almost funny. This would do nicely to fill Farmer's belly, as I had eaten most of the previous one. Later in the evening, we joined up with Thieve for a bit of Carno chaos. Though we ran for a while together, the experience culminated in a battle that began with a Tenonto on a log.
Can we hit him at all? I feel like he can definitely tail swim us from up there.
He definitely can, but he's little.
Oh,
Where is he?
wait.
Ready for this?
That little Tenno took a chance and swam literally across the entire lake safely, despite us witnessing an adult dino on the shore nearby. But I'm not one to give up a hunt easily. I caught up to him on the far side and landed perhaps the longest distance charge I've managed thus far. And then the little Tenno flew too close to the sun, taking to the water again and being killed immediately by the dino. As I sat to regain stamina, an adult Tenonto rushed up behind me. Not the best fight to take when you're already low, but hey, I thought I was prepared. But nothing can truly prepare you for the moment that a Tenno kicks behind them and stuns you when you're clearly in front of them. Now severely injured, I was in grave danger. Heavy bleed applied, low stamina, lower water, and now there was a second adult Tenonto. I ran for my life, knowing I was doomed.
They're gonna run me down, then kick me in the face,
Yeah, I was
and
about to say, we're
I'm
both
almost out of
really low
stam.
stamina. I'm gonna separate so I don't get run down too.
Yeah, no, you prioritize you surviving. I will be fine.
Yeah, go.
I just need stamina. I'm full HP, but no stam. There's at least two.
I got two of them there. I'm coming up on this one.
There's one right on my butt. I'm gonna die.
I'm on.
Nothing I can do.
Until Farmer looped in and dragged them off my tail just in time. I was going to be okay. I'd made it out alive. The next day, I jumped on to meet up with everyone again. Fudgy had moved to West Rail to meet up with Critter, and I began to follow suit, still healing from the encounter with the Tennos previously. I needed food, but more than that, I needed water. When I spotted something running through the bushes ahead of me, I decided that food would take priority for now, especially if it meant refreshing my diets on the way to my friends. It turned out to be a young Dibble, still within charging age. Not so small that it could be knocked flat, though. Just right. He had a larger guardian. That might be a problem. Neither was fully grown, at least. hard targeting the younger Dibble was highly successful. It dropped, and now I just had to convince the other to allow me to eat my kill. We had a mild standoff while I waited for him to decide what he wanted to do. Ultimately, he walked away, and I was able to eat. Having collected the others at West Rail, gotten a drink, and healed off the damage from my previous fights, we began making our way toward where Farmer would be logging in. On the way there, I spotted the same Dibble from before. Only now he had a friend. And a Dilo. That Dilo needed a respawn clearly to join his friends properly and all. We were happy to oblige.
They're sitting on the Dibble corpse that I killed.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
water
we're very
really bad.
scared. I don't even
Yeah, there
see
is-
the... I see the Dilo. Okay.
Yeah, he's like right in the middle of them.
I mean, those are little. We could probably charge them, but I don't want to test it.
Yeah. Oh, Fudgy.
They hit their own
I run off as well.
Nice.
I bit the Dibble.
Nice,
I'm gonna
nice.
see if I can line up a charge
Where
or
are
something.
y'all?
J sector.
I'm down.
I move, maybe,
I'm yellow.
please.
I'm good.
Oh, he's so separated
I
right
need
now.
your chill.
Yep.
Hit him.
This little Dibble, the little green one, the smaller of the two, is probably chargeable. It is. Fudgy just charged it.
I think it's like the size a little
Yes.
smaller than the one I killed.
He's trying to put
He's going
form on
Stole
it.
my
defense
charge
mode.
just in time.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh, okay, the other one is definitely too big. Get out,
I'm
Fudgy!
dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I mean, I got sandwiched between them.
I hit the Dilo twice now.
Oh, crap!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay, the Dibble hit me. Oh, move! Move!
I'm keeping the big ones in
Oh,
oh
no.
no, meta.
I'm gonna die. Oh, let me get out!
Don't die, don't die, don't
I
die,
got
don't
the
die.
Okay, the
Dilo. I
Dilo's
got the
dead, the
Dilo.
Dilo's dead. We win.
Good.
We got what we
Get out of
wanted.
there.
Once the entire crew was together once more, we returned to West Rail, where we spotted but then lost a Sorado. Lost until he called in West Access. It had been a minute since our last Sorado hunt. We wanted him. The stalk was incredibly important. Ambush and long charges are key to killing a Sorado while taking minimal damage as a Carno. The instant I spotted him, I began my charge, calling on the others to follow suit.
Fudgy's right behind you.
Yep, coming in. Nice. Oh, I can't charge up that.
Going in.
Okay. Going for another one?
Going
Mine are a
in,
bit shorter,
going
but-
in, going in.
Longer charge coming.
Going.
Whoa.
He quickly realized the level of danger he was in, and took to more defensive terrain. Fudgy, though, undeterred, rushed him, and ended up in the pond. I followed his example, waiting out the Cerato's charge bite, barely dodging one bite, and then taking only one other before it dropped. Beautiful. With nothing more happening in West Access, we decided to check south. This hilltop is one of my favorite Carno ambush points. The ability to see the entire valley and watch for targets is perfect. We spotted a Sorado eating something beside the path, and he became the target of something I've wanted to try for a long time. The Carno freight train. He dropped so fast it was comical. As night fell, we spotted 3 more Ceratos. This was the first time we'd seen more than one in a while. We prepared for another attempt at the Carno train. These Ceratos, however, were more aware. My target dodged the first attack, and our carefully planned ambush dissolved into chaos. One moment we were circling a tree, and the next Fudgy was in the salt water with one Sorado, and a Dino was approaching fast. He grabbed Fudgy momentarily, but must have forgotten to hold him, because he was released and able to back off. The Sorado, though, wasn't so lucky. He took a Dino chomp and dropped, and we finished the other moments later, rushing to eat, before the gator decided to try and take this meal too. When I next logged in, it was just Farmer and I again. A very large herd of young Dibbles down the hill from our ambush spot was being stalked by a Dilo. Though a Dibble would be nice, the Dilo was immediately the more doable target, and the one the Dibbles would more likely allow us to eat. I started my charge as early as possible, only because it's funny and I like watching my targets go flying when I hit them. The Dilo ended up being mauled in the middle of the Dibble herd. Unfortunate way to go when we wanted so badly to maul him ourselves. But at least the herd seemed inclined to allow us to eat our kill. Aside from one annoying little tan one anyway. As soon as I approached the food, the aggressive little twerp came at me. And then, instead of letting him get what was deserved, the largest of the herd stepped in to protect him. I didn't want to do this. I just wanted my meal. Farmer came back down to join me once his stamina was full. We hoped that maybe with the two of us together they'd back down. And they almost did. Except then Farmer's screen froze, and they took advantage of his inability to move. Okay, no. Now we were mad. I put my sights on the youngest two Dibbles. Your friends are going to attack carnivores for just trying to eat something that isn't even your own species? Then we have to find new food. You food. With me distracting the Dibbles away from the Dilo carcass, Farmer was able to eat his fill. I'm not exaggerating when I say that we bothered these Dibbles until it was too dark to see, and they were huddled in a circle around the two littlest ones that I had continuously charged every single time I saw an opening. Darkness, though, brought loss of interest. The bigger ones in the group were growing fast enough that they were now big enough that we couldn't charge most of them. And the two smallest were injured, but honestly not worth killing, as they hadn't been the ones that were being annoying in the first place. Besides, while Farmer went to run a quick errand, I found a new Dibble to mess with, and collected Critter for some hunting practice. We hadn't grouped up yet, but she was just down the hill when I attacked the Dibble.
I hear you, I heard you run. Okay, so you are further ahead from me.
Oh, he did see me.
Is he big-ish?
Yeah.
Or is...
He's in
oh, there
sparring
you are.
mode,
Okay,
too.
okay. Can I long charge like that?
Yeah. Just don't charge him right in the face.
This one was the perfect target for a Carno, locking himself into sparring mode, allowing for easy maneuvering to get behind him.
You can turn around, I will,
Yeah, he knows you're over there, so he doesn't want to.
Oh no, yeah, big enough to knock me down. Owie.
He can knock me
That
down
hurt.
too.
Yellow.
Not too bad.
So he's not...
He's little.
I
but
don't know the
he's not-
strategy with these guys.
Get behind him. Like this, especially when they're in sparring mode. You can just fight him.
He's gonna run.
Bad idea for him. 'Cause I'm way faster. See, as long as he keeps staying in sparring mode, I can get behind him quite effectively using charge.
Nice. Okay.
You just kind of charge past him, and before he can turn around in sparring mode, you fight him.
If you don't know, Carno Charge is fantastic. Not just for doing damage to a target, but for quickly getting past that target when they can't turn around very quickly. The next time I logged in, I joined up with Farmer and Fudgy. We'd gone south, hopeful to find something we could hunt. And there, we spotted, well, something. A Dibble had been chased down the waterfall by a Tenno and 3 Carnos that were mix-packing, much to the fuss of a Gallimimus at the top of the falls. We considered our options, then ultimately chose to walk away. It wasn't really a doable fight, not with the Tenno there. Except, as we began to walk away, the Tenno decided it wanted a piece of us. Oh? Alone? Finally! Exactly the hunt we had been searching for throughout my entire Carno life. The plan was simple. Surround it, then charge from different angles. He could hit one of us, but he wouldn't be able to hit all 3. Overwhelming force. Send him into a panic.
Let's go.
Okay.
Ready?
Everybody long charge.
Go. Hit him.
Inbound,
Hit him.
inbound, inbound.
It didn't take much for him to realize that he was in more danger than anticipated. He started running back toward the river and his Carnos. But the Dibble had heard him, and the Dibble was ready to take revenge. Not that we knew that immediately, though. At first we thought the Dibble was once again coming to the rescue of the Tenno we were trying to hunt. Until it started attacking. Well, I wasn't giving up my Tenno hunt to an angry Dibble that easily. If he wanted to third party, then fine, but I was staying involved. We'd begun the hunt. We were going to finish it. The Tenno dropped as one of the Carnos was attempting to swim to help it. Too late, buddy. We waited for the Dibble to walk away, then ate our fill. We'd have liked to finish the hunt ourselves, but at least this was one mix packer that didn't get to back up in time. With Farmer and Fudgy both running Gastroheal, we considered our next option. The other 3 Carnos had been mix packing with the Tenno. They weren't acting aggressive now, but taking them out so they would all have to regrow before they'd become a threat to others would be a service to the server. But we decided to spare them. We left the area, moving to top up our water, with the intention of heading northeast again. But then chaos occurred.
I need to grow a Dino and put it in this pond. It'd be funny. This one's been safe for
Yes.
a long time. I haven't seen dinos in here.
Don't say that as we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
drink. My
We're gonna
goodness.
die now.
We're fine.
Why? Asking.
Speak of
Meta.
the devil! Why?
Meta. 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 Why?
These are the things. Farmer or Fudgy, there's gonna be a second one now. I would not continue
Oh.
drinking. Just saying.
While Farmer dies.
I told you! What are you doing?
Meta, this is your fault.
I told you not to keep drinking.
Well, crap. Farmer had to log out, and I went to pick up Fudgy from West Access. It was a good area to grow with plenty of AI, so we hung around for a while. As I hunted for boars and deer to feed him, a familiar-looking Carno crested the hill and forecalled at me. odd. I killed a boar and moved it away from the dangerous Herrera cliff, spotting the Carno from before and another one with him. Unconcerned, I turned to retrieve the deer as well, before they attacked Fudgy. Three of them. And a Tenno. Here's a tip. If you've got the advantage in the moment, never, ever spare the Mixpacker group. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and comment your thoughts below. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, and I hope to see you again real soon.